William, and today we're back. Thank you guys for watching, and happy Thanksgiving to you guys all. So today we'll be covering Maxime Vachier-Lagrave versus Hikaru Nakamura of the Skilling Open quarterfinals, and this is one of my favorite games from their match. So they drew their rapid section completely, and they're fully tied in points on the rapid section, and they're going into their blitz section. So if they tie their blitz, then they'll go on to Armageddon. So Maxime is white and Hikaru is black. Maxime goes e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, bishop c5, white castles, knight f6, d3, d6. This is the main line of the Giocco piano, which is, and these, most of the first about 20 or so moves are the same from most of the matches that are played between Maxime and Hikaru. So these have been played. This is nothing new for them. c3, h6, rook e1, castles, knight bd2, a5, knight f1, bishop e6, bishop e5, knight e7, d4. This is all mainline theory, and this has been played. They've been playing this in the match. ex d4, cx d4, bishop e6, knight g3, d5, e5, knight e4, bishop d3, knight x g3, hx g3, bishop g4, bishop c2, c5, dx c5, bishop x e5, bishop e3, rook c8, bishop x e5, rook x e5, queen d2, queen c7, bishop d3, bishop x f3. So these are the first 22 moves, and these have been the same exact moves for the whole entire match except for one game. Gx f3, and then here's where the game really begins. Knight c6, targeting the e-pawn. f4, just defending the pawn in this nice pawn chain structure. Knight b4, trying to trade off the weaker knight for the stronger bishop. As you can see, this bishop controls a lot of useful diagonals. So rook ad1, the knight trades, queen takes back, queen b6, going after the pawn, also aligning the queen with the king if the f-pawn were ever to move. So queen e3, indirectly defending the b2 pawn, because if the queen takes, then the rook hangs. So queen c6, f5, going for a kingside attack with f6, rook c2, controlling this rank, also looking up to gobble up the queenside pawns. f6, continuing with attack, rook x b2, queen f3, going after the d-pawn, the weak d-pawn, rook e8, f takes g7, and you'll see later in the game, this pawn will be a useful attacker in the white attack. Also, if black were to take, this would be better for white because the king would be opened up. So rook x, and now if black can defend against the attack, then these two pawns will be too much for white. So rook d4, an active move. Rook c2, connecting back with the queen. Rook e3, rook c4, requesting a trade, but of course he's going to take the pawn. a4, and now Hikaru is looking to push these pawns. King h2, since on g1, if these two pieces were to move away, then there's always the mating pattern of rook c1 check, king h2, and rook h1 check. This is a very nice mating pattern which you see a lot. So king h2, so now if Hikaru ever plays rook c1, it will not come with check and won't be forced. b5, pushing the pawns. Queen f6, so this is probably my favorite move of the game, sacrificing the rook. So if the rook is to be taken, then queen h6, and there's actually a forced mate here. So instead, rook c1, so now if something like, for example, you take, then of course, if you take, then queen, well, can't take. That was dumb. But for example, here, you're looking at the h1 square. Sorry about that. So rook f3 now. Using the queen and the rook to block the queen's attack of the h1 square. Rook h1 check anyways, this is a weird move, but the point being that when you take, rook takes, queen takes, and this comes with check, so you're not giving up the mate immediately. This is not a great move, however, and Hikaru didn't see there's a beautiful attack for white. So after this, black plays f6. So here, the engine actually suggests queen h5 because then, of course, this is better for white, but no human would play this. They would try to stay in the game with f6. But now there's a mate threat. So to start the mate, MVL begins with queen h8 check, king f7, and just pause the position and see if you can find the move that MVL played to secure his victory. This is the only move that even gives a winning advantage for white. So the move is e6 check, and this looks like a pawn sacrifice. So if king takes, then obviously the queen takes a rook, and that's completely winning. But if king g6, then g8 queen, and then this is also winning. So in the game, instead of those two, Hikaru played king e7, but this loses to queen e8, sacrificing the queen for the rook. But because here you can g8 queen, and king e7, queen f7, king d6, queen e7 check, king c5, and e7. And obviously you're about to queen. There's nothing that Hikaru can do. He can't play queen d1 because the queen covers it. So in this position, Hikaru Nakamura resigned, and this is the first game of the blitz section goes to Maxime Vachier-Lagrave. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Smash the like button and leave a comment down below. And please tell me whether you like to see chess commentary like this, or if you like to see me doing puzzles, tactics, openings, or even playing games with you guys. And we're so close to 100 subscribers, so if you could do me a favor, it's completely free. So thank you so much for watching, and I'm out.